What's up, everyone? It's Optic React. Valentine's Day is round the corner, which means love is in the air, along with some of the most unhinged text ever typed by human hands. Today, we are not celebrating romance, we are taking a field trip into Chernobyl exclusion zone, which is currently known as modern dating. I went digging on the internet and found some messages that genuinely make you wonder if we skipped a patch in human evolution. These are real texts, real people sat down, looked at their phones, typed this out, and thought, yeah, that's the move. The first text that we'll be looking through is known as boilogy expert. Looks to my feet shyly, and then to you. You're pretty smart for a girl, you know. That first text that okay, right off the bat, we are opening with a nag. Pretty smart for a girl. This is the charm equivalent to a first text that the girl responds logically. I'm sure other eyes widen in a bit of surprise. Thanks to myself. Oh no, she didn't like that. Well, it's just biology that men are smarter. We have higher IQ. On average, like my IQ is 159. Anyway, let's move on. Smiles cheerfully. Biology. Boiलॉजी इस जेंटलमैन ने अभी क्लेम किया कि इसका IQ 159 है जो बेसिकली आइंस्टाइन लेवल है और इमीडिएटली उस सब्जेक्ट की स्पेलिंग गलत लिखी दी जिसका ये लेक्चर दे रहा है ही इज़ लिटरली mansplaining science while butchering the spelling of the word biology. That is the level of confidence that I strictly associate with toddlers who are pooping in their pants but swear they didn't. The girl says, I am going to block you anyway. And he responds, looks in shock. Why? I thought you were nice, but you're actually a birch. I guess all women are the same now. Sigh. They sadly block you out before you can block me. A birch. He called her a tree. He was trying to call her a bitch, I think. And his massive 159 IQ fingers slipped. And he called her a type of wood used for IKEA furniture. And then the you can't fire me, I quit ending. Block you before you can block me. This is the saddest race I've ever seen. He's literally speedrunning a world record of block button. Alright, alright. The next text is an absolute roller coaster. Hello. Alright. Blush. Alright. Oh god, I wasn't expecting that from right. Alright. I'm Vincent from the third period. My acquaintance gave. Alright. Imagine getting a text from a guy named Vincent who admits he got your number from an acquaintance. That sounds like a start of a police report. Then she replies, can you like not? I think which is the correct response. Alright. Recoils head back in shock. What is it that you mean? She says, and then, oh my god, a bulge grows larger in pants to signify confidence. I'm sorry, what is it that I am doing wrong? 21st century women like yourself are insufferable. Get some class, you stupid skank. Learn how to express your feeling. They teach you in third grade bitch. A bulge grows larger in pants to signify confidence. I've never in my entire life heard an erection being as a confidence meter. This isn't a video game health bar. You don't get harder the more courageous you feel. इस बंदे की एनाटॉमी लूनी टून लॉजिक्स पे चल रही है. He went from blushing deeply to raging boner rage monster. Okay, after this, she shuts him down. To which he replies that my face glimmers with anger and confidence fire is in my eyes. Do you honestly think I care what a simple plebeian like you ever think? I have multiple awards that I have achieved with my 147 IQ, certified genius by scientific standards. Get out of my face, slaps you with the dick and run away, laughing, have fun being blocked. There is so much to unpack here. He called her a plebeian. He flexed his IQ. Why do they always flex the IQ? But the action slaps you with the dick and run away, laughing. Just picture that physically happening. A man pulls his pants down. Helicopter slaps a woman and then sprints away giggling like a goblin. That is an assault, Vincent. That is a felony. You are not a certified genius, but you are a certified registered sex offender. Okay, now let's take a look into a more cleansed palette with something slightly less illegal but equally pathetic. So the text goes, "Hey Grumpy, tickle tickle." No response. 2 hours later, grins. "I know you were on an hour ago and saw my message. Unlike you, I know how Facebook works." Tickle tickle. If a stranger walks up to you in a Walmart and said, "Hey, Grumpy tickle tickle," and reached for your ribs, you would be legally allowed to use pepper spray. That is an horrifying. Okay, after. To which she replies, Did you ever think I ignored you because I have no interest in responding to this weird role play thing you do?" And he hits back with, "Sorry, no need to act all rude." Grim fades away to sadness. Grim. His grim faded away. I assume he meant grin, but grim sounds like a disease you catch from licking a subway pole. I love how he tries to gaslight her into thinking she is the rude one for not wanting to be virtually tickled by a guy who can't spell message. So, moving on, excessively starting to sweat. "So, do you want to maybe grab some coffee tomorrow?" She says, "I'm not interested." Staring confused to wall, "Remember, I hold the door open for you, lined you a pencil in class, and even made you a coffee. So you not in. Okay, after look at the stuttering. He typed out the stutter. Why do they do this? It takes more effort to type the stutter than to type the actual words. But the logic here is what gets me. Okay, after therefore you owe me a date. This is the nice guy economy. He thinks human interaction is like a vending machine where you insert graphite and coffee beans and date falls out of a bottom slot. She rejects him again and asks him to stop role playing. He replies, staring confused to the wall intensifies, "Jessica, I know you're talking to Adam, but he's just a jerk. I with all, do all I." Staring confused to a wall intensifies. I just imagine this guy standing in his bedroom, face 2 inches from the drywall, breathing heavily, sweat pouring down his face, screaming about Adam. Adam is actually living rent free in this man's head. Adam is probably just a normal guy who doesn't stare at wall and sweat excessively while lending people office supplies. Okay, this one starts innocently enough. "So what's a cutie like you do for fun?" She says, "Listening to music and drawing. I like animes, games, animal, nature, wildlife, etc. But my favorite hobby is making you blush." I smirk, leaning in close, biting your neck, kissing over each bite as my tail curls around up your leg, lightly brushing. Okay, after we went from zero to sexual assault in record time. My favorite hobby is nature and biting your neck. Also, my tail. We have entered the furry dimension. He just casually introduced a phantom limb into conversation. And look at the description, tail curls around and slowly up your leg. This isn't romantic. This sounds like a parasitic worm infestation. She just responded, "Dude, no thanks." That is the most polite response possible to a man who just phantom groped you with an imaginary. So yeah, that's the absolute state of texting in the year of 2026. This is what happens when unlimited internet access meets zero social awareness and a keyboard. These people work among us, they vote, they operate motorcycles. Somewhere out there right now, a man is typing out a stutter, sweating on his phone and role playing a tale he does not have. If you are watching this and thinking, "Wow, I'm bad at texting," congratulations, you're not. You're a functioning member of a society. The bar is not low. The bar is buried 6 feet underground and people are still tripping over it. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.